What is up, YouTube? It is Matty. Sorry for the delay on this video. My wife had tried to poison me with some disgusting things she'd try and disguise as a dessert, and then she had the audacity to be sat in my chair and then put demands forward. Anyway, moving on. Let's get to the video. So we're doing the final recap of the Fair Play Community War, which was FPC Heal versus FPC Rage. In the all-out duel between the a collaboration of Fair Play clans come together to make this to have this specific event. So this is recap number 5 in the series. So clearly I've done 4 others. Please check the link in the description to go see the other videos and include the intro video, because and also in the description you'll find the link to all the other YouTubers, the other the channel, the clan names of people involved, and also the streamers that were involved in the war. So a lot of content's been put out on it. There'll be content from Jake and Powerbang, I'm sure, and some of you might have seen the attacks live anyway. But got a few attacks we're going to go finish up at the end of this video. So, well, to finish off this the full recap. And the first one starts with an attack on their number 32, and let's have a quick look who it was by. So it was by Poppy, or Pope. I don't know how to pronounce that name. And it was an attack on the Holy, and I tried to attack this base and completely failed. So it was interesting to see his take on it. It was such a unique army comp that I thought I'd share the video on it, even though it wasn't quite a 3-star. It was a 94%. He pretty much had the base, or 96%. He had the base pretty much broken down. It just was a little bit unfortunate on timing. Now you'll see on the right hand side he's creating a funnel towards the Queenies, and on the at 6 o'clock he's using hogs to take down the cannons, move up to the air defense and take that down as well. It's important that air defense goes down, and he's got just about enough hogs to do so, and trip the double giant bombs as well, and use more funneling minion down at 6 o'clock. Using a poison spell to take down the loons. Now I didn't know that a poison actually took down the full HP of loons, which obviously it does, by judging by this this video here. It does a lot of damage to the giants as well. But he's only got level 17 queen, so he's using the super queen to keep her alive, just taking down the giants now. Look, but the combination of the arch tower and the mortar are making her lose health, so he's going to need to hope she's going to take down the arch tower quite quickly, because otherwise he's going to have to pop the ability, and that's the last thing he wants to do right now. As soon as the arch tower goes down though, it's going to help. And on the right hand side of the base you can see the minions have started moving in, and the funnel is continuing to be created. Queen's moving up now, the golem's in there trying to help out, wizards have done the funnel, the queen's now moving inside the base. On the right side, look, you got the golem going in to distract, wall breakers going down as well. Unfortunately it did take down the wall breakers, but he bought an extra one just in case, and the king's going to go in now and take down the enemy queen. So with air defenses going down, you got the bottom one down, and you got the 2 on the left, the east westerly side, leaving 1 air defense left. He's got a hound and a number of loons to try and take that down. Rage spell in there to take down the Teslas, and the hound is now sat on top of the AD, so he's just got to hope that the loons get there quick enough. I think the hound popped a little bit before he wanted, but it didn't matter, because the loons got there in the end and took it down. So because the bottom wizard tower didn't go down, it meant all the loons were sort of pulled in directly towards that before they head over to the expo, and it's meant that the loons died, unfortunately, which is going to be a disaster for the raid, because it means that his queen's got to go and do all the cleanup there. And he just doesn't quite have enough to take down the final storages to get the 3-star. The pups, there just wasn't enough, and there you go. Look, it was finished on a 96% road. So really nice plan, really unlucky on a really tough base to take down. So next one I want to show is on our number 29, which is an attack done by the Holy. So although he didn't get 3-starred, you'll find that in this video Holy drops 2 3-stars, bringing, well, obviously an emphatic member, so always good to see one of our boys bringing home the 3-stars, even though it was it didn't matter which side it was on, to be honest, because it was a fun fair play war. so it didn't really matter which side came out victorious. So you can see one guiding wall breaker to just double check, and then he dropped the rest of the wall breakers in. Unfortunately, I don't know why the northern golem didn't redirect, but it did once the mortar was taken down, and then the nice jump spell to allow the golems, the queen, and ultimately the king to go into the compartments. Now, he didn't use the what's it called, the poison on the CC. He did just guide his queen in, and she goes and takes them down eventually. They do get a couple of loon drops off on the golems though, which does do a lot of damage, but it looks like the golems are stuck on the wall anyway. The queen's going to go in and do some carry on taking down buildings like she does nicely anyway. The expo's going to go down. Hopefully he can get the second expo down, because he's going to do a go-ho anyway. One giant bomb's tripped over there. The king has eventually broken through, and now the hog portion of the raid starts. You can see giants down to distract. The giant really didn't do much of anything in this scenario though. The wizard tower was already distracted by the northern group of hogs. There was a double trip as well, taking down some hogs in the process, but because he'd saved a good number of the hogs back, it didn't matter too much. And now he can use a heal spell for the final portion of the raid to keep the hogs alive, and that's it. Once they've got made it through these last few point defences, the base is pretty much destroyed. He's already got cleanup going. Wizards down on he's got goblins up on the north side, wizard at 3 o'clock, and you can see now the hogs are moving on to the cannon and then ultimately to the mortar to finish up the base. So it's already beaten. Good job by the Holy for figuring out how to take down this base. Yeah, pretty solid attack. Managed to eliminate a lot of the giant bomb threats on the kill squad, which is always key if you can do that. But now we're going to move over to the FPC Rage base, which is number 29, which is similar, same number as the Holy was, and it was Blue Proud. Let's see how the base was taken down, and it was on J Coops, who in the last video you just seen took down was it Queen Cookie? Anyway, golem down. Wizards already starting to create the funnel. Look, quite a good number of wizards there to take down the building. You've got a lot of high HP storages. You've got cannons on the outside as well. 3 golems in, if you can see them all. You got 2 towards 3 o'clock and 1 towards 12:30. Really odd base design as well. So gonna need to pull something magic off here. The jump spell brings all golems in, which is nice. Poison spell on the loons, nicely timed to keep them sort of held back, to give the queen time to get in there, to get the start taking them down. Here she goes. Look, she's in position now. She's going to start taking the loons down. Meanwhile, you've got dragons taking down the bottom side of the base. Now they're going to come across the queen instantly, but because they're dragons, they're going to take her down without much effort at all, and they're going to continue moving through the bottom portion of the base. And the only obstacle that they're going to come across now is the air defense, and conveniently he saved 5 hogs, which are going to go through and start taking down these final defenses. Now he has got a heal spell, and watch what happens here with the hogs moving south. Now the heal spell to keep them alive, they're going to take down the wizard tower, and then ultimately the final air defense, which is going to be the only thing to tackle the dragons. So really interesting army strategy, really nice deployment. Seems to have worked perfectly for this base. Very good to see such a specific army composition that took down the base, and lovely sort of pathing on the final 5 hogs there. Really got his value for that troop space. Moving in now to number 25, and we've got an attack done by Ryan. So let's see how his attack went, and it looks like it was a shattered Laloon. Gonna look at the angle he goes in. He's creating some funnel down the bottom side with minions there, dropping the golems in around sort of obviously the first one's at 8 o'clock, and we'll be interested to see what time the second one comes in, if he's going to drop a second. Oh, yep, sorry, the second was more like 7 o'clock, and now he's going to break in the middle to send them in through 7:30/8 o'clock and in towards, I imagine he's going to jump over towards the town hall to send his king in to go and kill the enemy queen. He's going to take quite a few air defences down on the process. 3 air defences are going to go down if he can just break through into the queen. The king does go the right way, which is what he needed to do, because the king's going to be about the only thing that's going to take down the queen here, although the queen looks like she's been locked up anyway. Oh no, she isn't. Here goes the king. Look, He's getting hammered now, but he's already used the ability. Queen's gonna go down now. There she goes, and in go the loons to finish at the base. Now he's targeting straight in towards the air defense with his hounds, and you can see the loons are starting to push through now, taking down the targeting the defences specifically. Loons sat nicely on top of the air defence for quite a while, although it's going to take a little while for the loons to get in there, which they've done eventually. The hounds are popped, and now they're going to move through to the final Tesla, and then through to the back of the base. Got a heal spell in as well, which is really clutch to keep those loons alive for when they take down the Expo and the Wizard Tower. So again, really unique, interesting strategy choice. Yeah, I wouldn't have... oh, hold on. Let me sort that out. There we go. And that's it now. The loons have taken down the Expo and the Wizard Tower. Nice choice of heal there to keep the loons alive while the Expo was shooting them. And it's just down to the cleanup troops, which has got loons and pups to do so now. And then the raid is over. So, another cool strategy. We've got the next attack I'm going to show is the number 36. Let me have a look, see if I can find it. Here we go, and it was an attack done by Gil. And we've seen Gil do an attack previously. 29 hogs used on this one, so let's see how he decided to take down the base. Couple of golems in early, a couple of hogs in as well to start taking down some key defences. I think that was one thing we saw on Gil's attack before, where you see early hogs to go in and get defences taken down, start creating the funnels early, makes it so that his kill squad don't take too much damage. Just helps them out a little bit. Using the jump spell now to get the golems going in. King, Queen, Wizards, everything going the right way. The Wizards are going to really help take down the dragon and the loons. You can see the Wizards all ganging up on the dragon. It's already dead. Needs something to take down those loons quickly, which they've just done. They did get some damage on the King though, but the hogs are coming in, and they've all converged towards the sort of the Tesla and cannon. And now he's got one heal spell left. He's got a lot of the base to take down there, so he's going to need to use it wisely. But the good thing is he's got 9 extra hogs. So how he targets these, he's going to back up the mortar and arch tower there. Sorry, and there has been some bacon, but because of his extra hogs, he's been able to take down those few more defences, and then use a heal spell right at the back end of the raid to just keep the hogs alive long enough to take down the final Wizard Tower and couple of cannons. So, although it was it looked a little bit dodgy at parts, being able to move completely through the base, except the fact he was going to get the bacon, but holding off enough hogs to finish the base, meant it was a really clutch raid. So well done by Gil, taking down Cheatham there. Cheatham being one of the streamers, so sure, he didn't want to see his base get wrecked, but unfortunately wasn't able to stop it. Moving through to an attack done by FPC Rage on our side on Temujin. It's now the Holy with his second attack of the video. Let's see how he does. Interesting base design. You've got a big core at the bottom with the big sort of compartment at the bottom with the Queen in, and you've got some northerly compartments where there's potential giant bomb threats, particularly between the Sweeper and the Expo. He's going all the way through the top side of the base. It's going to be a pretty hefty kill squad straight the way down the middle, it looks like, to get into the Queen. So he's going to have to use a double jump. Appears he's got no choice but to try the double jump. He's just got to hope that he can keep going through, let his Queen in, make sure that the golems don't get absolutely massacred by the loons. But the Queen's already in a good position now. She just needs to start taking down the loons. He hasn't used the poison, which I thought he might have early in the raid, to make sure that the loons sort of slowed down. But the loons are dying quickly, and eventually they're going to go anytime now. Here we go, King going down as well, and now the double jump's there. They're going to move through to trip one giant bomb already. The Queen's sort of deferring off and taking down other buildings, but the King, in a minute, he will go and target the Queen. So here it is, the Queen's sort of shooting now. He's not raged yet, but he should do it. There it goes. I think he's going to pull down now towards the Queen, take her down, and now already he's going to start thinking about the hogs, sending in a big group to the right hand side of the base to take down the extra defences down there, join them up with the down sort of towards 5 o'clock, and then he's probably going to match it with a heal spell just to keep them all alive. in the compartment there, which is nice, and it's going to cover off the queen as well to keep her alive. He's got a final heal spell as well, and just one group of defences that need to go down. So I'm going to speed up now, use the heal spell. It doesn't matter the giant bomb was there because the hogs are already healed, and there it goes. Look, the final defences and buildings going down now, and the base is torn apart. So very nice thinking to go straight through the top side there by the Holy and use the double jump to get through to where he needed to go. I tried something similar on the Holy's base, but it didn't go very well. I was meant to show an attack number 9 now, but I mistook it for a different base last war when I meant to show number 6, and it was an attack on our base by Van, which is what I wanted to show. Let me go and find it. Let's see if I can get it up here, because it was a really solid attempt. It just didn't quite work out. There it is, the 92%. So it's the attack on number... Oh, it was the attack on number 9. Sorry, it was... Yeah, confused that. But it was the attack on number 9 I wanted to show. Anyway, here it goes, look. So he's doing a Shattered Larloon. 2 golems down, look. The funnel's starting to be created. The queen's taking down the mortar, the arch tower, and she's going to carry on moving through the base. Now he's going to use wall breakers to get inside. The queen's going to move into the right position, which is great. Jump spell in as well to allow the king to go through, to allow the queen to go through. And he needs to get those couple of air defences down, and definitely the Inferno down. But unfortunately it doesn't look like that bottom right air defense is going to go now. If you saw the previous video, you'll actually see this base does get 3-starred, and one of the main differences is that that air defense does go down. I think some extra wizards in that compartment help take it down in the end, and you see he drops 2 wizards there. Maybe they're going to go in and take it down actually. No, just about not. So that could be the difference between the 2 and the 3-star on this raid. So that wizard's health just not quite making it. 2 hounds going in now, floating across the whole base, moving towards. 3rd hound in as well. Already getting his loons raging in, and nice rage spell placement there to help pull the loons in towards the air defense. There you go. The hounds are now going to move across. He's going to use his freeze about now. Yep, there it goes. Look. And rage spell to help move the loons across, get them on top of the Inferno, which they've just about done, and they're going to carry on moving through the base. But it's at this point where he's got that final air defense where the hounds have just popped now. He's got nothing. If that air defense would have gone down, let's see what would have survived. So already pups are dying, cleanup loon dying there, 1 loon, 2 loon, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so loons just got melted just by the fact that that final air defense survived. So really unfortunate for Van, and that's the reason he wasn't able to bring the 3-star on the clan, but it was later cleaned up, which you saw, which was great. So just a little bit of a shame there on the kill squad side. It just didn't quite work out for him. Now next raid I'm going to show is right down the bottom, and it's our number 39 that got destroyed. Let's have a look, which was Ghost by Lord Byron. Really nice hog attack. I remember looking at this one thinking, yes, good job. It did dip, well, a little bit low, but it doesn't really matter who hits what, as long as the results are the same. The 3-stars are brought home for the clan. Even some of the lower bases, if they're well designed, can be not easy to take down, even with a hero advantage. So a couple of golems going in, wizards funnels being created. Look, now max heroes always help. So if you haven't got high enough heroes, you need to sort of consider upgrading those as one of your highest priorities, because although they're not the be all and end all, and overall strategy supersedes hero levels and raw power, it leaves bigger margin for error. Not saying that there was any error in this raid, but it does give you that comfort blanket that the heroes can absolutely destroy big parts of the base when they need to, when they're at the higher levels. So you can see here they're just slamming through the base. Now hogs coming in as well to help you. I was thinking there might be bacon there, but there wasn't, because there wasn't a double giant bomb threat. He's just saving his heal spell though, really nicely. Well, yeah, very nice patience, waiting it out. And now he's got one heal spell, but only a small group of defences to go, so he's just going to wait, let them get into that heal spell, which they've done. Queen's going in, clutching it as well with taking down some extra defences, and then there's only 2 defences left for the Hogs to finish up. They finish on the cannon, turn around, kill the skellies, and boom, they are done. King versus King fight. The level 30 King absolutely dominated him, so not a chance there, and the 3-star was brought home by Lord Byron, so big shout out to you. The final raid we're going to show was by the number 4, trying to take down Too Huge, getting a 98%, really close. Let's go and have a look. So it's a Shattered Larloon again, a very nice Talon 10 strategy for 3-starring. If you can get the job done, you ideally need to take down the Queen, the Queen, an air defense, and preferably an Inferno Tower. However, you don't have to, but to make life easier, you want to take down quite a few defences, including the Queen and at least 1 air defence as well. Anything else is a bonus. Now you can see the wall breakers are breaking in. The Giants, Queen's going in as well. I think he's got an extra wall breaker to help get him through if he's going to use it. There it is, look. And there he's now inside the base. Queen is getting hit pretty hard though, which is a little bit of a shame. So he's had to drop the ability early. King's gone in and taken it down the 1 air defence though. So does that mean he's got 4 hounds? Looks like he might have. Hounds coming in from different angles here, look. 3rd and 4th hound in now. And he's just going to try and get the loons to target those air defences and then basically push into the core, because the longer the troops don't go in the core, the more the Inferno Towers and X-Bears are just going to cause hell upon the raid. And you can see, because he approached at that angle, he's allowed all his sort of loons to sort of clump up into the core of the base and take down the bits that they need to do. Those Inferno Towers, those X-Bears, all the things that are going to cause pain in the raid. And then he's got the final sort of loons going in under haste spell as well, to try and take down that air defense. Now it doesn't quite get it, but the final loon does there, and this was the real pain of the raid. Watch what happens here. That Tesla takes down that final loon, then it doesn't allow it to drop. If it had, it would have made a nice big difference. But you're going to see the hound over here is still alive, the CC hound. The Tesla does go down, but watch in a minute. So all the cleanups going on. Lots of pups, a couple of minions as well. Everything's cleaning up the base really nicely. And then the hound's taking down a minion. So if only the hound could carry on and just distract single troops at a time, the raid might have gone a little bit nicer. But look what happens. A big group of pups and minions collect onto the hound, and what's going to happen? The inevitable. It's going to blow up and then start killing and all the pups it produces are going to start killing other friendly pups. So here it goes, look, and there's a massive brawl between it's pups versus pups right now in an epic duel. And then a couple of the enemy pups survive, taking down all of his cleanup there. They move in. There's a minion gonna go ham and take down those pups. But then that's all that's left really for cleanup on those 2 storages, which would get the 100%. So unfortunately, all his cleanup died, and he wasn't quite able to do it. So an absolutely amazing raid, and this war has been full of amazing raids. So I hope you've enjoyed seeing it as much as I've enjoyed broadcasting videos on it and going through these raids, because it's been really good fun. And yeah, subscribe to my channel if this is the sort of thing you like to see. I've got many more arranged wars coming up in Emphatic Elite soon, back to the home clan. If you've been a new viewer here via OneHive channel or Powerbangers channel, welcome, and I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen so far in my commentary style. But this is the sort of videos I like to do, so I hope you stick around, subscribe to the channel, and yeah, follow me on Twitter at ClashingMatty. Other than that, go check out the other YouTubers and check out that description, and I'll see you on the next video, guys. So I hope you enjoyed, and peace out.